Hi, good people. I hope that you're keeping well and that you're taking care of yourself and the people around you. My name is Lucy, and this is Relatable with Lucy. Thank you so much for tuning in, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, and for all the feedback that you have been providing. Please keep them coming and let's get the conversation going. So last week but one, we talked about children and adverse childhood experiences in the context of COVID-19. And in our last episode, our take home was, if we are to be able to support children that are undergoing adverse childhood experiences, then we need to be able to change our lens. We need to be able to change our approach and the way we interpret behavior, from asking the question, what is wrong with you, to asking what happened to you. Because that way, we open a conversation with the people that we are supporting. We open a conversation with our clients to be able to explore the issues that our clients are going through. And so today, to be able to understand more about trauma-informed care, we will be answering 3 questions. And the first question is, what is trauma-informed care? And then question number 2 is, why is it important for us to understand trauma-informed care? Why does it matter to us? And then question number 3 is, how does trauma-informed care look like in practice? And so let's dive right into question number 1. So trauma-informed care means that when you begin a journey with your client to understand their behavior, to be able to support and treat them, you go beyond the face value of things. You go beyond just what you can see to interpreting behavior. You look at the total person to ask, could this person have been exposed to potentially traumatizing experiences? Might this be the reason they behave the way they do? And what are their coping mechanisms? And is there something driving this kind of coping mechanism? So you look beyond what it is that you can see, so that your treatment does not begin with what is on the face value. So question number 2 is, why do we have to care about trauma-informed care? It's important to care about trauma-informed care because it equips us with tools to be able to support people that are experiencing trauma or that have been exposed to potentially traumatizing experiences in the past, and to do so from a point of knowledge and an understanding of how trauma manifests and the behavior that is related to trauma, so that when we support them, we do not cause more harm. We do not re-traumatize. We are promoting healing and recovery. And we also do not blame clients for the way they behave, because we have an understanding of how traumatic experiences would manifest. And so it is so important that we have trauma-informed knowledge, or we are equipped in trauma-informed care, so that we are more trauma-sensitive in the way we deal with our clients. Then question number 3 is, how does trauma-informed care look like in practice? So we'll be looking at 3 scenarios to be able to understand more about how trauma-informed care looks like in practice. So scenario number 1, look at this alcoholic or this person that is abusing drugs. A trauma-informed caregiver or healthcare provider will acknowledge that there is an underlying cause to this behavior, that it's not just that the person does not want to stop drinking or they want to continue abusing drugs. And so they will approach it from a point of what is the driver of this behavior, that this person is actually trying to cope, they are trying to survive. Look at this other scenario of this rape victim. Usually when rape victims report to police stations, the law enforcement officers expect them to be yelling, to be crying, to be in extreme distress, and they are all over. A trauma-informed person that is supporting this rape victim will appreciate that different rape victims respond differently to trauma. Actually, every person responds differently to trauma. and so approach it from that perspective. It's expected that if this rape victim does not behave in that appropriate behavior, then they are lying. And with this kind of attitude, then the support is not provided. Any support that is provided does not help the client. Look at this other scenario. This child is usually jubilant, excited, and very enthusiastic in class. And this specific day, they report to class very withdrawn. They do not want to talk. And there could be two responses to this from two different caregivers. One would say that this child is being naughty, they're being disrespectful, they don't want to participate in class, they want to be difficult. This other caregiver would say, wait a minute, this child was so excited yesterday, they were very jubilant. What is it that has happened that changed their behavior? What is it that has happened to them? And so they will seek to understand the cause of this new behavior. And so trauma-informed care requires us to be able to unravel, to ask what is behind this behavior. And so as we begin the support to our client or treatment to our client, we begin from our point of understanding of what is the underlying cause. That is what we begin to deal with. And so thank you so much for tuning in, for subscribing. Please keep tuned in because trauma-informed care is not complete without principles of trauma-informed care. And that is what we are going to look at next. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.